Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. There's going to be some lousy camera work because the sun's in my eyes. But it's about 20 after 11, January 23rd, Tuesday, and this thing doesn't know what temperature it is. I'm not sure what its issue is. That one says 16. I don't know, could you guys see it? There you go. And this one says 19 or -7. So there's probably folks up in Canada who, as I'm going to complain about how cold it is up here, who are going to call me, like penny wasted. Yeah, you guys get some real cold weather up there. When I was younger and I went to school in Potsdam, New York, not all that far from Ottawa, it was it seemed like it was easier to put up with that cold weather. Now that you kind of work your way through your 50s, and it's not that I can't handle cold weather, it's just a lot more work. Everything you need to do is just more work. I guess that's the way I look at it. So anyway, call me a wuss. I really want to get that thing out of the truck, and to do that, and that's the big red as you look through the golf cart, and to do that I'm going to use this guy. By the way, I don't know if any of you guys watch Tom Martin's channel. A buddy of his, Mike, just got the same exact thing as this. I mean, green, the whole shooting match, and he picked it up for $500. God, what a steal of a deal. And it was in a hell of a lot better shape than this one is. I mean, his is really sweet, really in nice shape. So $500, man. There are some deals out there. You got to be at the right place with the money, and money talks, BS walk. So once again, you got to be ready to dive right on it. To start out, trying to start this thing, first thing I do, turn the fuel on, give it a moment, give it a few moments. Occasionally this guy has been known, the float has been known to stick in the carburetor, so not that jostling it helps that much, but anyway, so I normally turn the gas on, then I fire it, then I turn the gas off, I fire it up, and once it's idling a little bit, I turn the gas back on, and that seems to get out of the problem. There are those who say, yo, stupid, rebuild the carburetor. Been there, done that, and it's good for a little while, then it kind of happens again. Not exactly sure. Last time I rebuilt the carburetor, I went around the float to make sure there were no sharp edges. I really made sure the bowl was nice and smooth, so there was nowhere to hang up. And once I rebuilt it, I turned it upside down, and it sounded like everything was moving nice and easy in there, so I'm not quite sure why it wanted to be so difficult. But particularly when it's cold, everything's a tad difficult. What I'm looking for is a rag to set this camera on, so that should she fire up, I don't want it to vibrate right off and go to the floor. Right, that's not good for it. So let's give it a shot. This is going to take 2 of my hands, so once again, excuse the lousy camera work. I don't want to sit here and grind on it until the battery dies. That obviously doesn't do us any good. I don't know if I have any starting fluid handy. Maybe I'll give it a little taste of starting fluid, see if that helps. Oh, of course that's empty. So I'm not seeing any starting fluid. Carburetor cleaner. Some people use that as a starting fluid. I normally don't. Mostly because I haven't had any luck with using that as starting fluid. Well, let's go down to the hoard. Starting fluid's another one of those things. When I clean up, suddenly I discover I have 1,400 cans of it lying around. None of them where I could find them, of course, but they're everywhere but where I looked. So, okay, let's take a hike down. Every trip down, I grab a couple of pieces of firewood, just so my trip isn't completely wasted, right? Always trying to make a little progress these days. Yeah, my hope is that the 300 Big Red does fire, or the 300 TRX 300 fires up, and it's just a matter of giving that 3-wheel a little bit of a pull, which will break the ice loose, and from there I can roll it out. I just cleaned up and put a bunch of cans, carburetor cleaner, everything but starting fluid. I told you guys, whatever I'm looking for always seems to hide well. No starting fluid on the rack. Okay. Excuse that once again, the bad camera work. Hopefully, yeah, let me put the slog down. Hopefully I find some in my little chemical hoard. Okay. I don't have any floating around here, do I? Sorry guys, you know, there are people who plan their videos much better than I, and they don't have you guys walking around the hoard with me looking for trivia. But I don't know, enjoy the tour. Maybe you'll see something interesting. You can always ask questions, like, you know, at minute marker whatever, I saw such and such. What the heck is that? And shoot, I hope I'm not out of starting fluid. That would suck. Yeah, you guys, as I'm going through this, you might see some mouse poison, and I had to stop using that because after the cat showed up, right, it's not really nice to use mouse poison, right? Chain lube, PB blaster. Oh, beautiful. Coldest day of the year is the perfect day to run out of starting fluid. Guys, I think we might have to do a take 2 on getting this bike started. So live, love, and have a great time. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Hoard, which is hopefully fairly quickly. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and commenting. Bye now.